Yesterday, catching up with groom-to-be James Brolin on the set of his new series, Pensacola, Wings of Gold.
Every weekend they've got us going somewhere. You know, some guy who makes a living making up stories at the New York Post wrote a story about us being married this weekend. I'm literally busy shooting. I don't have time to get married right now, and we have plans as soon as we wrap next spring, probably.
There you have it. No wedding yet. James Brolin's new series, Pensacola, Wings of Gold, premieres in syndication the second week of September.
Rumors are not the only thing that are flying when it comes to Barbra Streisand's wedding plans. Coming up on E.T., she gets a little worried when fiancé James Brolin takes to the sky in his new TV series.
So I think she'd like me to give her a call before I go up and after I come back down.
James Brolin is soaring both personally and professionally. On the home front, he is just this close to tying the knot with Barbra Streisand, and on TV, he is shooting for the stars.
Well, from the time I was 5 or 6, I wanted to fly. So this is kind of like a dream, you know. All my childhood, all my boy stuff came back.
James Brolin is flying high in his new series, Pensacola, Wings of Gold. And when this Top Gun straps into the cockpit of a real F-18 fighter, he's in for a rough ride.
When you're up in this thing and the canopy's closed, it's like you're sitting on it. I likened it to maybe at a rodeo, sitting on the back of a bronco when they're just about to pull the gate open.
As a Marine colonel training a team of rookie pilots, James gets to indulge his need for speed. And when these guys take flight, the adventure is real.
We're not doing any blue screen like Top Gun did. We're actually going to be up in there in the actual F-18. Right now, I wouldn't trade it for much anything else.
Jim is as cool as it gets. You know, he's so cool.
Brolin's wingman is played by up-and-coming actor Rod Rowland, who gets a little starstruck when Jim's fiancée, Barbra Streisand, drops by the set.
Yeah, she comes down and everybody just lifts the energy of the set. Everybody's like little kids talking to her, and she's great.
I love it when she's around. You know, whatever the situation, I just love to be around her.
And even though he loves soaring through the sky, Barbara may wish her man in uniform would stay on the runway.
She's a little nervous. I think she'd like me to give her a call before I go up and after I come back down. Yeah, so I got my cell phone right here.
He's in his element. James says that he wanted to fly so much when he was a kid, he used to build model airplanes. But, of course, we all did that, Jim. He will do the real thing, though, when Pensacola Wings of Gold takes off in syndication in the second week of September.
Storming the beach takes on a whole new meaning. And patriotism has never been this much fun. Get ready for a series so wild, so exciting, you may need a bigger set. James Brolin stars in Pensacola, Wings of Gold.
Coming to Saturday nights on Channel 5.
Beings of Kitty Hawk fewer than 100 years ago, we first learned to fly. What are the forces that magically hold a plane in the sky? What's it like to fire off of an aircraft carrier or to fly with the Blue Angels in an F-18? Now you can find out. Experience the acclaimed IMAX film, The Magic of Flight. Now showing in the IMAX Theater at the National Museum of Naval Aviation. Come feel the magic.
Turn to the small screen, and his character definitely has a Gulf Coast connection. Early News 5 continues for Gulfstream Point, 8 Mile, and Fairhope. In just 2 days, a new TV show featuring the Gulf Coast will debut around the world, and you can see it right here on TV5 Saturday night at 10:35. Now, Sandra Shaw has been covering the filming of Pensacola Wings of Gold, and I guess, Sandra, a lot of our viewers will want to tune in simply to see the return of James Brolin to series TV.
You better believe it, Cassie. James Brolin is the man in Pensacola Wings of Gold, so to speak. I got a chance to talk with him when I was in San Diego, and he thinks he has a hit on his hands.
We're going to see what you guys are made of. You'll be given orders, and there'll be no time to ask why. Just do it. You start thinking and questioning, and that one moment of thought could cost somebody's life. Quite possibly yours and quite possibly mine.
Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning actor James Brolin is no stranger to TV. In fact, he's best known for his roles in Hotel and Marcus Welby, MD. But you'll now identify him as Lieutenant Colonel Bill Kelly in Pensacola, Wings of Gold.
Shuttle to hell. Give you a lift?
Brolin actually is a pilot, and up until age 15, he says he dreamed of becoming one of the elite pilots of our armed forces.
For some reason, I got involved in aviation when I was very young, and like six years old, and started building models. I remember when I was 12 years old, there was an earthquake, and all my models were hanging from the ceiling on threads. And I woke up in the morning, you know, looking at all my planes were flying, you know.
In Pensacola, Wings of Gold, Brolin is flying a lot. And as for his biggest challenge so far on the series?
Probably going up in the F-18 last Thursday. I thought it was going to be a bit easier than it was, but that's for gladiators.
How many G's did you pull?
5.5.
I pulled 7.
Really?
With a blue ankle.
Really?
It was
I was sore over the weekend, I must say. I was trying to do dialogue, and you know how tough it is to read in the car? Well, it's tough.
Brolin is also an executive producer of Pensacola Wings of Gold and will direct several episodes. In fact, he directed actor Salvatore Zureb in Brothers in Arms and then recruited him for the new show.
And Jim called me in the winter and said, I'm doing a TV show. Why don't you come down and do it? I'm like, all right, I'll show up.
Brolin is the man, according to his Pensacola Wings of Gold peers. And in Lieutenant Colonel Bill Kelly, you'll see some of the real Jim Brolin. That's what producers are counting on.
You better start dealing with me.
Well, of course, Sandra, a lot of us know that Jim Brolin is engaged to Barbra Streisand. Any word on when we might see a wedding?
Asked him about that, and he said until the filming of Pensacola Wings of Gold is over, and that's in March, they're not going to get married because they really want to enjoy their honeymoon and have a long honeymoon.
Seems like they're enjoying a long engagement here.
Well, they are, I tell you.
What's up for tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow night we're going to find out exactly what the Wings of Gold are all about, the aspect of the Marine aviators in Pensacola Wings of Gold.
All right. Look forward to it. Thanks, Sandra.
New